Hi everybody, this is Sharice, and I just wanted to do a quick video to welcome you to my Stretch It Out 30-day stretch group. And I'm super excited to have everyone here with me, and I just wanted to share a little bit about myself. So I have done martial arts, Taekwondo, for about 10 years, and that's kind of when I started to kind of fall in love with fitness. It kind of became a habit for me because I did martial arts about 4 days a week. So, and then I had gotten up to my heaviest about 180. So I decided that I needed to do something. I've always been a fairly fit, active person. So I joined a gym like most people do, and I hired a trainer. I saw her about once a month, and she basically told me, this is what I want you to do when you're here at the gym. And I followed that, and I lost about 30 pounds over about a year and a half time period. My diet wasn't really the best at that time. So I think I probably would have had better results if I would have been more committed with my diet. And that was really when I started falling in love with fitness. I remember one time I had gotten down to about 145 pounds, 147 pounds, and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was just feeling really good. My self-esteem was up. I was thinking, yes, I'm getting my body back. I was in really good shape. And it just hit me like, I want everyone on the planet to know what this feels like. And that, I think, was really the turning point for me of where I wanted to start making fitness a career instead of just a hobby. But I knew that I didn't really want to go the traditional route of it. So fast forward a couple years later, I ended up hurting my back, numerous things, improper lifting, not stable, pelvis, not strong enough core. So after about 6 months of being in really excruciating pain and trying massage therapy, chiropractor, pain pills, muscle relaxers, icing, heating, I had kind of had a bad back my whole life. I had about a year of physical therapy in high school on my back from having it pulled back muscles that never healed correctly. But I knew this time it was different. There were just certain signs. I knew it wasn't, my back was out. So about 6 months, I got an MRI, and they said, yes, you have two bulging discs, L34 and L45, which is right at the base of your lower back, which is right where the sciatic comes out. And I had a lot of sciatic pain. I had a lot of tingling, a lot of warmth in my calf, in my leg, which would drive me nuts. So they, said it wasn't really super bad. So I started doing some research online. At the time I didn't have insurance, so I couldn't afford a physical therapist on my own or anything. I had to pay, and it's very expensive. So I started doing some research on my own. I kind of started doing some stretches, but I hadn't been very consistent with it. So I got to a point where I was so depressed, and I was just like, I couldn't work out. I couldn't do anything. And I just knew, like, I have to figure this out. So bit the bullet, started paying for some physical therapy sessions, made it a priority of mine. And the physical therapist I was seeing said, okay, we need to go back to the basics. Started doing the exercises, started being very consistent with them, and started seeing changes. My pain went away. I did have to be careful. I kind of overdo it, and then I would get set back and stuff. So I've really kind of learned patience. This whole thing has taught me. So, and then I took a break for a while because I just couldn't afford it. And then did end up getting insurance this last year. So I went and saw a physical therapist, and she worked with me for about 6 months, and said, I really think that your problem is your pelvis. It's going to exacerbate your back issues because it's unstable. You have no hip strength, adductor strength in your hips, and you need to get your core tight and stronger. So we started working on those things, and she started really making me do a lot of stretching. And when I got very consistent about it is when everything changed. Today I am no longer in pain. I have no sciatica symptoms at all. If I do not stretch and do my stretches, about 2 days can go by, and then I'm back feeling sore, tight, hurting. So I have just come to the realization that stretching is going to be part of my life forever. The stretches that I do, I have about 5 stretches that I typically do every day and a few yoga moves. I do a lot of PiYo, which is kind of a cross between yoga, Pilates type movements. That's an at-home workout that I do a lot, and that has helped my back tremendously. So that's a little bit about me. Now, this group, I really want you guys to be consistent. It's a total waste of your time for you to do this group and then fall off and not be consistent. If you really are in pain and you're tired of it, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then be consistent and follow through every single day. I will be giving away a prize at the end of this 30 days. I have a spreadsheet with everyone who's in the group, and I will put that I will keep tally on. I will keep track. Then you guys all go in a drawing, and I will draw your name on camera for the person who wins the prize. I'm not going to tell you what the prize is. It's a secret, but it is worth a $20 value, and it's something you can use over and over and over again. And I really hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. So I will be posting videos. A lot of the content that will be in here, it might be some YouTube videos. I might do some videos. I will do some videos. It can be pictures, explaining the stretches, articles, things like that of that nature. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a physical therapist. I'm just putting that out there. You have to listen to your own body. I don't want you to do anything that's painful. There's a difference between stretching and feeling a stretch and pain. So if you have pain, don't do it. Stop doing it. Don't push so hard. A really good key to think about is you should be able to breathe normally throughout your stretching. So if you find that you are holding your breath, you are pushing your body too far. So that is a huge key. So really think about that when you're doing your stretches. And you have to start out small, and then that's why we want to be consistent throughout this 30 days, because at the end of the 30 days, you will be able to stretch further. You will be able to feel better. You are going to notice that it's going to help a lot. And I think a lot of people think, well, it's just stretching. How can that help you? It really is the key to staying young and being mobile and having activity is moving your body, stretching every day, eating healthy whole foods. So that's one reason why I like to do these free challenge groups, because I like to share what I know with people. I'm the type of person where I do the research on my own. I go and I check things out. It's all out there available for everyone. You just have to have the mindset of learning and saying, well, what is it going to hurt? I can try this. Maybe it won't work. Maybe it will. I know that some people in here have a lot of things happening and going on with them, and I know some people don't. So, if you have arthritis and things like that, I do think that stretching is beneficial for you. But I also think that there are certain things that happen to us that, it's not going to fix it or heal it. But it can give you a better quality of life. And for me, that's what I want to strive for. I'm going to be 41 in 2 weeks, and I don't want to live with back pain the rest of my life. I want to be able to be happy and dance and rock climb and paddleboard and be active and do all these things well into my 70s and 80s. There's proof that you can. So aging doesn't mean that you have to limit yourself and that you can't do the things that you love to do. The very worst thing we can do as we age is come home, plop on the couch, and watch TV. That's my own personal opinion, but I maybe watch 2 hours of TV a day, if that. I'm not saying that's everyone, and I'm not judging. I am just saying that our bodies are meant to move. They're meant to be stretched. It's a natural thing, especially, when you sat for a long time and you're hunched over your desk and you're working, you want to get up. You want to stretch, a nice and big stretch. It makes you feel good and your body kind of cracks. And I think if we learn how to listen to our bodies give us clues. There are clues that are left behind. It gives us clues and cues as to what it wants to do. So, I need to get off here. I'm notorious for rambling on, so I really will try to not do that. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the group to start, and I hope that the content is good. I hope it helps you guys, and I hope that you guys are going to be consistent and stick around. Don't leave me hanging in the group all by myself. But I will talk to you guys soon.